The crisp morning air still carries a hint of winter's bite. But if you look closely at the tips of your lilacs and the swelling buds of the maples, you will see it. The garden is waking up. Spring in our neck of the woods isn't a single event. It is a slow-motion symphony. If you want a front row seat to the best show in town, now is the time to pick up your shovel and set the stage. Successful gardening is not about luck. It is about timing and understanding the why behind the how. Today, we are walking through the roadmap that takes your backyard from dormant brown to a riot of spring color. After a long winter, your soil is often compacted and depleted. I always tell folks, do not plant a $50 tree in a $5 hole. Start by top dressing your garden beds with Premium Water's mulch. This does two things. It insulates the roots against those late-season cold snaps and feeds the microbial life that makes your plants thrive. Remember, our mountain soils tend to be alkaline. Adding a bit of 7-4-4 all-purpose plant food now ensures that when those roots start stretching, they find a feast waiting for them. Pansies and violas are the undisputed queens of early spring. They do not just tolerate a light frost, they seem to relish it. Plant them in clusters near your entryways where you can appreciate their faces. If you want height and drama, look toward English primrose, Lenten roses, and hellebores. Hellebores are particularly magical because they bloom while everything else is still sleeping. They love the dappled shade under deciduous trees, making them the perfect bridge between winter and spring. I see a lot of gardeners getting clipper happy too early. Here is the golden rule. If it blooms in spring, wait until after the flowers fade to prune. If you prune your forsythia or lilacs now, you are literally cutting off this year's blossoms. However, now is the perfect time to prune your roses and fruit trees while they are still dormant. For roses, aim for an open vase shape to allow airflow through the center, which prevents powdery mildew later in the summer. Also, cut back your ornamental grasses like Carl Förster to about 3 or 4 inches above the ground to make room for new growth. Spring is the absolute best time to get woody perennials in the ground. The soil is moist and the air is cool, allowing roots to establish before the heat of June. For a real showstopper, consider the flowering cherry or Prescott purple leaf plum. When planting, always use Aqua Boost Crystals to help hold moisture at the root zone. It is like an insurance policy for your new plants. And do not forget the hidden task. Apply a horticultural oil spray now to smother the eggs of overwintering insects like aphids and mites. It is a safe, organic way to start with a clean slate. Focus on the foundation today. Clean the beds, feed the soil, and get those cold, hardy beauties in the ground. Join us for our free gardening classes every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. right here at the Garden Center. Until next week, I will be helping gardeners get ready for spring planting here at Waters Garden Center.